So this video is a review of the panel, knobs, switches, and configuration for the CRM LOFT event. In the bottom left corner of the pilot flying side is the parking brake, as well as engine switches, master switch, and alternator switches, which will already be on and engines running for this scenario. Fuel pumps, which are not required for the event. All of the light toggle switches and the pitot heat switch. To the right of the pilot flying is the landing gear selector, indicator lights, and a placard for the landing gear extension speeds, as well as a manual pitch trim and a standard multi-engine power quadrant with rudder trim. In the top left corner for the pilot flying is the push talk switch, as well as a clock that can be cycled through UTC time, local time, flight time, and elapsed time for a timer. Pressing the control button, start, stop, and resets the timer. The airspeed indicator at the white caret speed is the flap extension speed for approach flaps, as well as the gear extension speed. The top of the white arc is the flaps down maximum speed. All of the dials for the attitude indicator, altimeter, HSI, and nav2 function, as well as a heading bug selector for nav1, and a moving RMI card for the ADF. The pitch trim indicator and flap indicator are on the panel as well, and the engine instrument indications, fuel indication. Down below the power quadrant is the fuel selector switches, which won't need to be used for the event. The top of the NavCom panel can be selected COM1, COM2. To monitor a COM frequency, just select a frequency that you want to monitor, bring it into the active window. For NAV1, NAV2, marker beacon, ADF, DME, all can be selected to identify the Morse code for that navigation source. The altitude alerter can be set using the outer dial for 1,000 feet and the inner dial for hundreds of feet. Using the COM and NAV panel, the cycle switch between standby and active for both COM and NAV. To select a NAV frequency, push the cursor, use the outer dial to the left of the decimal and the inner dial to the right of the decimal. Bringing it to active shows a DME for the frequency, as well as a identifying source that is equivalent to identifying the Morse code. This correlates to the DME unit, which is slave to NAV1 only. COM2 and NAV2 function the same as COM1 and NAV1. The CDI button needs to be selected to VLOC in order to get VOR or localizer navigation. To use GPS navigation, ensure that it's selected and displayed. On the right hand side is a map range zoom in and zoom out, as well as direct to. This functions to give DME information off of any fix that can be entered using the dials on the right. The ADF can be tuned with the dial on the outer and inner and brought to active pushing the frequency button. The transponder code can be inputted and is always set to altitude. The ident button is to the left. Flap selector can be up, takeoff approach, or full down. So 3 positions for the flaps.